Hello, my name is Mariana, and today this video is a little bit different because I am almost out of words. I have been set here for so long, and I don't know where to begin thanking you guys, especially to Sen. So I've been trying to find the words. Actually, yesterday when the video came out that Sen posted in her channel, yeah, I was just so blown away and surprised because we've been friends for 2 years now, and we've been talking for so many topics and so many different things, and she was the one that was the most inspirational and the most supportive person for me to be here right now, for me to take the courage to actually begin recording this, the tarot, right? The tarot readings, because if you've seen some of my videos, you'll know that the tarot deck that I use is one that I have made back in 2018. And so it's interesting because that is actually how Sen and I actually created a bond, right? Because I sent her one of the decks that I made, so I made the deck back in 2018, and then by the end of 2019, I decided to make this limited edition that I printed myself, I trimmed it myself, I bookbinded all the guidebooks by myself, and there were only 22 copies. And so because I was following and subscribed to Sen's channel since she was given a shout out by Mana, right, by Adelina from Mana. Sorry about the noise. I just, this is one of the things that I try to be so careful about, but also I'm learning to make peace with the helicopters, because whatever has to come through will come through no matter what, right? So getting back to the story, yeah, so in the end of 2019, I printed those 22 copies of the deck, and I knew that I had to give one to Sen, and I didn't even know if she would see my email or not, but she saw, and I ended up sending her one, right? But I live in Brazil and she lives in Canada, so it was like a long way to get to her. And as soon as I posted, I knew it was going to take longer than usual, right? Because we have like a 10 to 15 day range maximum, right, to get there. But it took almost, I think I sent it in January 2020, and it took 5 months to get to her. So, but eventually it got to her, and then it was the most amazing connection ever. And since then, since 2020, Sen and I have been exchanging so much. It's like this purest friendship that has grown to be this very amazing place to me, in my heart. I mean, Sen and Eva, her daughter, are just, they're always in my dreams for once, and I always say that to her. She's a guide, she's a teacher, she's an inspiration, and as most of you follow her, her energy, her discipline, her concisive ways of getting to the bottom of the message without interfering, right? And I admire her so much for that, and I have learned so much in the past few years that I have been watching her videos over and over and over again. And so to me, it was almost unbelievable that I was, just making friends with her. I was just friends with her, you know what I mean? It's unbelievable, but it felt so natural. We would speak hours on the phone. And yeah, so Sen, if you were watching this is especially for you. I don't even know how to begin expressing gratitude, because I feel like this word is not even enough. Like, it's, you have a special place in my heart. And I am deeply, deeply, deeply thankful for all the support from the beginning, even in the videos that weren't tarot related. You were the one who inspired me and who had given me the strength and the courage to put myself out, to, make me come out of my shell, my Cancerian shell, and, give me this strength, right? To just express myself, right? To not be ashamed of who I am, to embrace who I am fully, even though I feel like this is still a process. But I'm getting there, and I am really, really lucky to have you as a friend, and I mean it. And yeah, I am sure that the moment we meet, like, the first thing, I'll just give you this really, really big bear hug, because it's like, you already know this, right? Yeah, anyways, so, Sen, words are just slipping from my mind, because I feel like there's so much energy going through me right now. And I feel like since yesterday, it's like, actually, since the beginning of the channel, right? The tarot channel, right? It started in the blue moon in August 22nd of last year, 2021. So I feel like slowly but surely I have, surrendered to receiving the message more and more. But yesterday, it felt like this flood of energy. I was just electrified. It felt so it felt so weird that I couldn't really find a word for it, and I still can't. And this is something that perhaps will just be embodied or be incorporated to who I am, right? And I don't even know. I'm just rambling around. I'm so sorry. I'm trying to get to a point that I am really thankful that you all are here. It's just that it's so much. There is so much energy. And you know what? Something that I talked to San about is something that, sometimes I hold myself back, because I feel like I'm too intense, right? And sometimes intensity can scare people away, right? But I'm learning, and San is giving me this support, this incredible support, by just giving me permission, in a sense, or not permission, but opening up this space, right? Especially here in this very public domain. But even though I'm here, in my bedroom, but still, you're watching, right? All over the world. So it's a little bit scary, but also it's thrilling, in a sense. Like I like, it's like this energy is like pulsing through my body, right? And so I don't even know what I was saying. I'm so sorry, guys. I feel like I am really grateful, very, very grateful, but also I'm like in a bit of a shock, right? So yeah, one thing that I want to say to all of you, every single one of you who have subscribed to the channel from yesterday to today and beyond, it's incredible. I mean, your presence here is what it's giving me all of this energy. I was talking to Sen about this. It feels like even the shuffling of the cards, because actually yesterday, before Sen posted the video, I pulled cards for Pisces, which is the next sign, right? And it felt odd. The cards were just so agitated. They were just all over the place. And when I recorded, I felt off. It felt like my body couldn't really distinguish so many energies And it felt like so I decided, once I finished recording those two videos, right, the first part and the extended for Pisces, that I was not going to publish, because I sensed like there was something weird going on. And then right afterwards, right after I took that decision, like I made that decision, Sen texted me talking about the video, right? And I said, like, yes, of course you can publish, but I didn't think it would be like this. Seriously, I am a bit overwhelmed. So, yes, I will think about if I really should publish the Pisces reading, because somehow I feel like the message in it was something really personal to me, and it actually feels really appropriate to the moment that I'm living right now, because it was talking about repressing emotions. And I feel like even though I have been publishing those readings, sometimes I question myself if I should, go fully into the message, even though I feel like I do, right? I surrender, but sometimes I feel like I still hold back. So, with a lot more energy right now, because when I'm channeling, right, I don't even know what it is that I'm receiving. I'm just delivering the message, right? And so with a lot more people around this energy, it feels like there is this adjustment phase, right? Which is thrilling to me. It's energizing. It feels like the cards have already like been through this transition, right? I sensed they were like agitated with like wanting to talk a lot. Yeah, so I lost my train of thought. I'm so sorry, guys. I just want to thank you deeply for being here. Oh, okay. So, yeah, I was going to say something else, because I think, you know, the way that Sen told the story about Monster, it was just so beautifully spoken. And, you know, it's something that it was so private, right? And then the way she did it, I know that you guys feel her energy, right? So I know that you guys understand what I'm saying, but I was deeply emotional by the video, right? And the way that she told her story. And I felt so deeply honored, right? For being, there to help in a sense. And I remember saying that to her, but seeing it yesterday, she talking about that story in the video, it just switched something in me. And like, it's almost like this unlocking of the gates, right? Of my emotions. And something that actually came up in the Pisces reading about repressing emotions. So her words, and you already know this, her words and the way of conveying the message in a such simple but such precise way, it's just so beautiful, and it teaches me so much. But I was just so grateful, right? It feels unreal a little bit, right? That you guys are now watching this. And yeah, and this part of her private life. And so I felt a little bit compelled actually to share a little bit of the reading that she mentioned on that video. It was the Taurus reading. I think it was the first Taurus reading that I made, that was called Resting in Your Inner Garden. I think it's the title. And I remember talking about this with her yesterday. How that reading was the one that during the video I knew exactly what the title would be, right? Because the message was very clear. And when I was recording, the nature spirit that came through, to me, personally, it felt like a tree, because it's something that happened to me. right before I moved here to this place, I used to come here right before moving here. And so I always saw this tree right outside the window of my bedroom. Uh, and it just felt like this mother figure. It was just this huge treetop that I usually saw as like her hair. So, you know, I called her Mrs. Wise Tree. And, you know, her hair danced with the wind. And it was just the most gorgeous thing. And it was the first thing that I saw in the morning. And, you know, it was just part of my bedroom. And right before the pandemic hit in March 2020, she was cut down, and it was really sad. I feel like right now, just like Sen could speak about Monster because he was back, right? She could vocalize this. I feel like this somehow gave me this space to also speak about this really sad loss that I had, right? Right before the pandemic. So yeah, they cut off the entire treetop, right? And it took hours and hours and hours because it was so huge. And I'm just looking at the piece that I kept with me because, you know, I asked to keep part of her with me in my bedroom. Oh, and so she's still here with me, right? Oh, so, but the thing that really touches me and that I want to share with you is that this tree, from the first time that I just went on my balcony and saw her through my window, right? I just talked to her, and the only thing that I could say was, thank you so much for being here with me. And so, this is what I say to you. I mean it from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much for being here with me. Sen, thank you so, so, so much. Thank you truly for just being in my life, for being this really true friend. Yeah, so I think that's the story. I just want to thank you guys so much. Yeah, so just, you know, you can expect readings from now on. As usual, I'll just continue as I was doing, and we'll see where it goes from here. Oh yeah, one thing that I want to mention to end this, and thanking you for the beautiful, beautiful comments. I tried to read every single one of you, the one that I received the notifications and the one that I received emails. I think I managed to answer all of them, but I was just so touched and so moved by your words. By the way, I love learning new words in English because English is not my first language. So, you know, all of the new words that came through the comments together with your energy, it's just so enticing. It's just so energizing to me. It gives me this force, this fire in the belly, right? So thank you so, so much. I really, really appreciate them. I read them. It's just like this cherry on top, right? So thank you for those who have left comments. Thank you so much for those subscribers who are here since the beginning. Thank you so much for the new ones. You are all so welcome here. And I'll do my best to deliver the messages for you guys that the universe wants to bring through the cards. So thank you, thank you, thank you so much for being here with me. I'll see you next time. Okay, bye.